You probably are aware that we implemented a seismic survey last year in 2014, in early 2014, and our analysis of the seismic survey demonstrated that we did have some prospects which might be of interest to us to drill, and after those results came out, we have been engaging on effectively a continuous process with the county government, with the MPs, and also with the communities to inform them of what really our activities are. Such engagement is an ongoing piece of work. It involves a discussion about the oil and gas life cycle and the different stages and the different activities in that cycle as we move towards actually a drilling activity. Today's exercise was not so much about specifying a date, because I am unable to specify a date of when we might be drilling. That is still something that's going to occur in the future when we get more certainty about the dates and the activities. Today's session was more an explanation of where we are in the process in terms of coming to do a wildcat drill, is what they call when you're drilling a new basin, and looking if your seismic data is actually verified by drilling. So we discussed the oil and gas life cycle. We discussed some of the preliminary activities that we would have to do before we could bring a rig into El Goya Mariquet and actually commence drilling.
We just wanted to be clear on, on first of all, the areas they are doing exploration, what are the land issues that are in place, what are the compensation mechanisms, what are the participation of the community when it comes to the issues of social impact assessment, to what extent is it an environmental impact assessment report is clear on the issues that, because you know we have past experiences in other places like Turkana and other countries of the world. Once we are sure that there is oil, because this is prospecting, we are sure we are oil, we also, it's our responsibility, particularly as we are in the legislative arm of government, to ensure that the energy bill, the bill on petroleum, the bill on equal sharing, benefit sharing agreement bill, which is before Senate now, the mining bill, which is also before Senate now, it's our responsibility to ensure that the legal framework is providing proper compensatory mechanisms for the community, for the county, and for the national government, because this is also a resource that benefits everybody. The Senate also, and the National Assembly, which is Parliament actually, has a responsibility to fast track the community land law. But in the meantime, there is a legal framework which is in place for the county government to through the board to settle certain disputes that are necessary, and where people want an individual title, not communal title, there's a legal framework already in place for adjudication and ultimately issuing titles. But in terms of land that people want to continue holding as community, there's a responsibility in Parliament to fast track the community land law.
I think one of the measures that we are taking as leadership is to ensure that we constantly engage Tullow Oil and also all the stakeholders in the oil sector. And I'm sure one of the resolutions that we've put today is that as issues emerge, we will be there to discuss and ensure that we solve them. Otherwise, I think we know there are challenges, but as El Goya Mariquet, we have decided that we don't want to be faced with the same challenges, because we are ready as leadership to deal with these issues as they emerge. And I think the only problem that we have in this county is the issue of land ownership. And that one, like my senator said, we are going to work with the community so that we ensure that the issues of land is solved, and in future any conflicts emanating from oil issues will not be seen in the government.